Well, hello and happy Sunday. Andy Nichols from the Two Legs Podcast and the MVP.
Hi guys, good morning or good afternoon.
Oh, good evening or
Good evening.
whatever, wherever you are in the world. So we just wanted to say hello to everybody here on the usual Sunday live. We weren't live last Sunday because we had Paul's live birthday stream this past week. So did you check some of that out?
I did. I checked it out. I attended but late.
But late, yes. Hello, Joe. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Lynn. Mr. Martinez. Rob Skewer. Hello, Mr. Boyce.
Hi, Susan Gagney.
Oh,
Joan Borelli.
Joan Borelli's in the house. A rarity. Yeah, we loved it. This is matchy match. The face.
Mine's a little different. I'm like a smaller print, but
yeah. This is one time with Paul's website. They kind of messed up with the shirts.
I know.
But
All right.
love it.
Love it. His
Yes.
expression on his face.
Yeah, and one of the best albums of all time, Red Rose
Pretty much,
Speedway,
yeah.
as we know. Yeah, Beetle Eddie, hello, Lynn. So what's cooking?
Rainy. Well, actually, it stopped raining. Rainy, humid, yucky. It's going to be hot this week, humid this week, but Andy's on summer vacation.
Yeah, and I feel bad for our friend Tony across the pond there because they have like crazy heat over there too.
Rave.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like 90 degrees in England. It does not get that hot over there. So
No.
for the Brits, they're probably like, this is like torture.
And do they have AC?
They do,
Good.
but probably not as good as
Sorry,
us.
Kim.
Yeah.
Pump it up. Pump the AC up.
Get that
Kim.
AC up. Yes. Elliot, hello. Will you win today? Only time will tell, as Asia sings.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. But
What did Gemma say?
too humid. Yeah, see,
Oh, yeah.
see, he's over in the UK too.
Uh-huh.
It's bad.
And it's going to be bad here too. I don't like the humidity.
I know Italy, nothing pretty tops that Italy heat though
Oh.
last year.
Triple digits, humidity, walking in the sun. I just remember cooking in like Rome, walking in the what's the open spot called?
The Colosseum?
No. In Rome where we saw the Pope.
Oh, St. Paul's.
Yeah, in St. Paul's Square. Oh my God, it was so hot.
St. Peter's.
St. Peter's.
Sorry.
Getting blessed by the Pope, feeling so blessed.
In our Ram shirts.
Our Ram shirts are blessed by, God rest his soul, Pope Francis, standing there soaking in the moment going, I hope it's a quick service because we're sweating.
Mhm.
And it was a quick service.
It was. So
Oh,
James bought a portable AC before COVID, and it's been a godsend. See, that doesn't get, they're not used to these temps.
No. There's Mrs. Beatley Tone. Hi, Kim. Pump up the AC, girlfriend.
Yeah, it's really hot. We're all moaning about it, but we moan again once it's exactly something will
Yeah.
happen. Okay, that's all right. Thanks for being here, Robert S.
Oh, nice to see you for a sec.
Absolutely. So, thank you, Joe Mantaneo. Certainly was a lot of fun, and we'll get to all that as well. So,
I was sorry to be late for it, but I'm glad I missed some of it. I mean, I'm glad I made some of it.
you're glad you missed some of it.
No.
Come on.
No, I'm sad I missed some of it, but I made it for a bit.
That was it. Just the sing along. You saw the sing along
I
portion
did. I mean, you need to sing along once a month. That was so much fun.
before the copyright gods block
Oh,
this.
Well, no, that was the way to keep yourselves on. by
That's right.
over
Singing
his voice.
badly.
No, beautifully. You all sounded beautiful. I loved it.
You'll join us next time
I will.
in person.
And off key, yes.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, it was. It was. Hello, Mike Wall Jasper. Hello. So yeah, we had the live stream and the Paul. You saw the thank you video, right?
I did.
When he did a little video of himself sitting there.
He's just so cute. I love him.
His little thank you video is so cool. He's
He's
just
so great.
just sitting there going, "Thank you, people of the world."
Yes, exactly. And then he goes, I love you. Oh, how sweet. Oh, he's just so great.
Hey, listen, it could have been. Listen, we didn't care. We had fun doing it.
Oh,
So
good.
yeah, but
I think later in the show, Andy's going to have some more trivia for you guys.
in a new format now too. In a new format, no more spinny wheel. We've narrowed it down to two categories:
Good.
just solo music and Beatles songs. That's it. So we've gotten rid of history. We've gotten rid of the films and all that stuff. So
How do you decide? Flip a coin?
no, I've got 20 questions,
Okay,
and they
good.
alternate between solo
Good.
and Beatles.
All right,
It's
good.
20. There's 20 questions. That's it. And I'm just going to display it on the screen so you can read it, and it'll be up there. You don't have to rely on me saying it again or whatever. So 20 questions, and as usual, the winner will get a courtesy invite to our Discord if you're not already in it already. So we've had a couple of wins that way. So we'll see if there's a dark horse, as the song goes, and see if somebody can pull it out and win.
Lynn with one N-A, rooting for you, girl.
Yes, I got some easy ones in there for you today, girl. I know. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
You guys like my Yeti?
Oh, the 2 legs Yeti.
This was a Christmas present, what, 2 years ago from you?
Yeah.
This was the MVP's Christmas present with a 2 legs hoodie that says MVP on the back.
Yes. Not the wheel. Even Royal House of Hanover had the wheel, sir. Mm.
Hello, Tony D.
Hello, Tony D. And I think even Joan and Joan and our friend Dane, our Patreons, they've actually got now 2 legs mugs, which we don't even have to make. Patreon it's part of the deal.
Get out.
You just upload the artwork and they send it to them.
That's right.
Now they take a little percentage, but Joan's got one, and they both to me like it's so cool.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Like a proper mug like this.
Like that.
So it's part of the deal.
White or black or either?
I think it's white. I think it's white anyway. Yes. Let us know, John. I know Joan got one.
The pressure. No pressure.
Susan has been so close. Well, Susan's already in, so like it's been fun though. Yeah, the
Be
pressure.
honest, how difficult are these questions just to prepare us?
I think they're easy.
Well,
But that's me.
That's you, Mr. Studied in Liverpool guy. Come on.
I think they're easy. I think even Lynn should have a chat. I went through them and I said, look, let me try to pick some easies and a couple of hard ones. So
That's fair.
because Joan was on vacation. But yeah, it's white with black writing. Fantastic.
I like that. I need to get one.
Yeah, we'll look into that. Yeah. Do you have one too? You might, because maybe they've sent a few. So yeah.
All right, I think I'm gonna leave Andy to it.
MVP?
Yes.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Cheers.
Cheers to our tea and coffee.
Where's the good stuff?
That's later. Have a good show. Have fun, everybody. Good luck in the trivia.
Thank you, MVP.
You're welcome.
I might hit you up for another refill at some point.
You let me know.
All right. Here.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Paul Simon. Yeah, a lot of friends saw Paul Simon this week, and Joan says goodbye. He's included the late great Johnny Ace in his set list, so I think that's really, really cool for a little Beatle tie-in. And I know that Beatle Eddie saw him, and I had some friends that saw him as well too. As far as concerts go, recently the Hand on the Run, Kyle and I saw the Fab Four. I recently, for the second time in about as many weeks, do A Hard Day's Night and Abbey Road in its entirety. And for Kyle, it was the first time he had seen them, and he was totally blown away by their performance, especially when they do I Want You, She's So Heavy. The timing on that, to watch the band just circle through that whole song, and the big crescendo and the buildup and the swirling sound, and then just stopping exactly on the moment, just like on the record, is no small feat. And they are the pros. And it was, having seen them probably over 30 times, it was really, I was enjoying Kyle's take watching them, because he had never seen them do that before, and his mind was just blown. So, and of course, so they're going around again too. Let's see. In Hands Across the Water news, me and Beatley Tone and Kyle recorded an episode just yesterday with Luca Perazzi, and we talked about his new book. What's a new Luca book? He's got one all the time. He's got one. He's got a new one that came out a few months ago on Ringo Starr, I Play the Piano If It's in C. So we talked about that. We talked about 3 or 4 particular tracks of favorites of ours, and what Luca learned about them and what we learned from them as well in the book. So look for that in the coming week ahead on the Hands Across the Water channel. Tom and I will circle the wagons and get together at some point too, to catch up and figure out our programming for the rest of the summer. And before you know it, Chicago will be here. Looking forward to it. So a couple other things here while we just go down the agenda here, because we're going to have a friend join us today to help us with trivia when we get to that. But I'm just going to run down the agenda here. You know, it's been just taking me off beyond belief, and I'm sure all of you too, and I know it has with Tony, because we talked about this. If you're on your mobile phone and you're scrolling on Instagram or whatever, you're seeing all this AI-generated fake Beatles crap. A Beatles documentary on Netflix. Paul and Ringo are touring. It is so annoying and just god-awful, and people fall for it. You know what I'm talking about. If you're all on here, we're all Beatles people, so you all see these things. It is absolutely infuriating to see this crap that is just going out there and people buying it, and it's only going to get worse. It is so bad. I think I sent one to the Liverpool chat the other day. Let me pull one up. I mean, this is bad. Here's one with Paul and Linda. Look at this crap. Look at this. This has to stop. Has to stop. Enough of this garbage. Can't stand it. Yes, because as time passes, people are going to take this as accepted truth. So, you know, I hope that the estates eventually just put something in place to stop this garbage. I mean, if you're Paul and you see that, you got to be like, what? Cease and desist. So disgusting. You bought Press to Play on cassette in '86. Very cool. I didn't get Press to Play till sometime in the '90s, and it's gotten better. It's gotten better, but still, I'm about half of it's good, half of it's not. Ralph, good to see you here this Sunday. I have seen the Band Geeks and John, probably 4 or 5 times now since they got together. And the MVP and I just saw them, what was that, like 3 weeks ago? Hello? What? When did we see the Band Geeks? 3 weeks ago. Yeah, they were fantastic. Yeah, that's all right. They were good. And they're out in the circuit touring as well, too. Jimmy, how you doing, Jimmy? Hasn't bought the Press to Play book yet. It is worth having if you got his other books on Paul's songs and recording sessions. It is. It's very affordable, and you can, if you didn't, I'm sure most of you here saw my interview with Luca. I think you can get it for $20 on Amazon. It's really affordable, and he interviewed Hugh Padgham, so it gives you a lot of insight and a lot of technical look into the album as well too. It is. Lynn, I hate all that AI stuff and avoid it. But you can't help it. Half your feed is just full of this crap now. It's disgusting. It has. It certainly has. Quick shout out here to Nick Syrett. You know, you, my buddy, are a modern day influencer. You don't need TikTok. You don't need anything. You can just get somebody down a rabbit hole. And the other night, we're all messaging about McCartney 3 and the variants and he's catching up, Nick, right? So he's always trying to see what he's got to get. And we went down, all of us were just going down this McCartney 3 rabbit hole. Do you have the one with the dots? What is this one? What is that one? He made a spreadsheet of all the ones that are available. So he's still getting it. And I did a little quick reel inspired by him. I did it's on 2 legs of all the McCartney 3s that I have, which I think was 9 up to so I don't have them all yet either. My partner in crime, Tom, has all of them except the 2 other 3x3s. Yes, please. I want to see what you have. I bought 2 more this morning. I bought the violet and I bought the orange. So 2 more are coming. Please do one. And that 333 is the one that still breaks the bank. I don't think anybody's going to get that one. Matthew, good to see you here, brother. And we will mail you that shirt. I told the MVP, we know your shirt size. I will get it off to you. Oh, hook, line, and sinker. Because, I've gotten this many now. How do you not stop? You've got to get them all now. You know what, though? We need to wait, and we need to save our shekels for a possible tour. Going to be 5 years. Yeah, 5 years in December. And I hadn't listened to it in a while, but I spun it inspired by our crazy chat. I ended up spinning it most of the weekend, Friday night, all day Saturday, and even spun it again this morning. Exactly. Yeah, the 3, we have to just wait and see. Paul has been using modern vocal effects like autotune on certain songs the last 10 years or so. It sounds terrible. Yeah, but that's, uncertain. But then take a song like Deep, Deep Feeling, which is amazing. It really is. Ralph got I just got that a few weeks ago. Fantastic. Hopefully they get there to you too. Brad, hello, Brad. People do buy garbage, even fans. I can't how many times I've seen a Facebook post for Paul and Ringo. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's the crap. Live or in studio? I wouldn't care if he used a little bit of help for his vocals, live or in person. At all. Yep. Yeah, we'll get it to you. The MVP will get it to you. Susan, Bruce's latest book. Yeah. I've got Bruce's books from years ago. The album series books, I've only got a couple of them because I just feel that they're a little rehashy. You know, if you've got the other books, a lot of that material I think is available, is already it's been redone. And I like Bruce, and we've done some panels together at the fest, but the album series books are not my cup of tea. The big meaty books are the ones you need by Bruce, in my opinion. The Beatles on Capitol, the Beatles on Apple, all of those, all of them. Yeah, the Parlophone book, the Swan book, the VJ book, the Beatles Are Coming. The early ones that he published are the absolute essential books to have for a collector. Imagined. Now, we were talking about this too. The only track on the Imagined version that I think is worth any kind of good salt, is the Kiss of Venus. That version he does it with Dominic Fike. I think that's pretty interesting as well. But yeah. Jeff, are you talking about the Bruce's album series books? I just feel they're a little redundant. Once you've got all the other ones, you don't really need them. So, yeah, exactly. So, I think that is all. I want to do one more thing before we bring on our friend here one day. I want to poll you all here. Let's see here. I want to do a little poll, and I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to put the link in, and I want you guys to answer your question, okay? This, of course, is not going to cooperate with me. Stand by. I want to poll the audience because we know Paul's got a new album coming out. So it's coming out, maybe we think in the fourth quarter at some point. Yes, except cookies. Come on. I just want to put a poll up, damn it. Let me in. Oh, Matt. Let's see. Exactly. Yeah. I have 4 McCartney 3s. One is the unopened Indie. Is that the white one? Ooh, the signed ones. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody have one of those? Exactly. Depends on the day of the week, but generally I'll say Red Rose Speedway most of the time. What? Yes. Most of the time I'll always say Red Rose Speedway for sure. I'll say Red Rose Speedway. Come on, man. I just want to make a quick poll and post it. Forget it. If Paul has a new album come out, when it comes out, how many do you think he's going to go do exactly what he did with McCartney 3 and issue 15 variants on color? I don't think he's going to do that this time. I think that was a one and done to capitalize on the solo aspect of the McCartney 1, 2, and 3. It was COVID and it was a one and done. When the new album comes out, will there be maybe another version like Egypt Station where we got another version with extra tracks? I could see that happening, but I don't think there's going to be 15 variants on color of Paul's latest album. There might be a few. I think it would be foolish to think that there won't be any other, but I don't think there'll be as many as there were with McCartney 3. I think that was a standalone thing that was one and done. What do you guys say in the comments? Instead of I was going to try to put the poll up, but it wasn't cooperating. Beatletti doesn't, he agrees. What say you all? Joan says, I don't think he'll do all those colored variants either, but I do think exactly different options. I think that was a one and done, and that's why you've got to get them all now, because I don't think he's going to do it again. And also, if you don't have the 3x3, Tony's going, are you mad collecting all these different colored vinyls? Because he could give two shits about all of them. If he's got 1 or 2 copies, I know he's happy. He's backstage showing, you all are just crazy with all these different colors. I know that's what he's thinking. But the 3x3, I've got to get 2 more of them. I want to get the Simon one I had the swirl one, but those are on Discogs now too. James says he'll put out a few, not low. Okay, so everybody kind of see. Susan's got all of them. You got 333? Damn. Wow. Fantastic. Japan will get something extra. We'll have to import as usual. Hi, Ollie. For vinyl, I like the black, though I did buy a couple of purple 45 of Purple Rain back in the 80s. Prince. Okay. I think the color McCartney 3 were special for McCartney 3. Yes. Yeah, but if you recall, when the 3-year anniversary of McCartney 3 came out in 2023, you bought them from Paul's website and you didn't know what you were getting. So also, too, don't lose count. I forgot about this last night when I made my reel. If you've got the box set, the McCartney 1, 2, 3, you've also got it in there too, which is just a straight black vinyl. I didn't even count that one because it's in the McCartney 1, 2, 3 box. I didn't even count that. 1, 2. All right, which ones? Technically, is it one? What do you have, buddy? Probably a few versions of the track listing. Yeah, that's what we're thinking. Yep. That's all right. It's YouTube. You can watch it again later, buddy. What's up? Hi, he called you High Dizzle. I predict that the album will be announced and a tour will be announced at the same time. That's what I think. Do we know if the upcoming album is a homemade album where Paul plays everything or will be a bit more proper studio album? I don't know. Oh, look at this hot take coming in here from the former Leg. His company are going to push just as hard as McCartney 3. Why fix wasn't broke? Why fix what wasn't broke? He'll go for another number 1, artistic ego for numbers. That might happen too. I have a UK red McCartney 3 seal. That's for a friend of mine from the US. She may take it back when she leaves here in August. I like the alternate back covers too on some of those too. I don't like the one where his eyes are closed because he looks like he's dead. I don't like that one. I don't like that at all. I don't like that one. I just like the proper back, the back photo, the one that most of them have. This one. This is classy. The green one's not bad too. Beetle Eddie thinks it's with his band. We shall see. Susan says she got it from eBay or Discogs. Wow. That probably was not cheap. Also, too, congratulations to Ed Crawford. I don't think he's here today, but Ed scored a signed personal letter from back when Broad Street came out from Paul, which was really, really awesome. And if you know Ed Crawford or you're friends with him on social media, I think he's posted it in some fan pages. What a nice piece. A green vinyl of Abbey Road, but don't know where that came from. Killer piece. What a nice piece. I have it here. I'll just, because he sent it to me and Tom. Let me just show it to you. So cool. It's on. Yeah, it's on. It went out to radio stations. And it's signed, and it's to Capital Radio, right here. Can't really hard to see, but it's a letter from to the radio stations with some basic trivia questions from the movie, signed by Paul. What a nice piece! Congratulations, Edward. Big time. So now that the agenda is done, let's bring a buddy, Beatley Tone, into the Sunday Live show to help us get trivia going and keep track and see what's new and cooking with him.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Tony. How you doing? Are you cooling off?
It's a bit cooler today. It's about 23 degrees now, which is 76 in American money.
Yeah. What do you mean? Oh no, not him again. Are you winding? You better be winding us up. You're not a big fan of McCartney 3. It's a grower, and we've talked about that in exchanging our messages over the last few nights. I think Tony said it took you about a year to warm up to it, right?
It did. It took me a year to really like it. It's definitely a grower, I think.
It is a grower, and as I said to us, you guys on the chat, if he had worked even a couple songs into his set for a little bit, especially like "Find My Way," maybe it resonates more with fans. You know, Women and Wives was at Soundcheck. Joan, anything else from this album worked into a Soundcheck that you've seen? Maybe
I think sliding was done as a sound check in Germany because it appeared on the Japanese SAM CD version, the red with the red.
This
dice.
one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I don't like this back cover. I don't like that one.
Yeah.
It has brevity. I just think no, not for me. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, coming 2 years on the heels of Egypt Station, it kind of reminds me of when Memory Almost Full came out 2 years after Chaos. You know, you had a great album and then you're still digesting it, and then you've got another one that comes out. Kind of what happened here. So
hi to everyone that's saying hi.
Yes. So see, that's a track. And Tony, for Paul's birthday, Tony did a video where he chose his favorite songs from every album. And Deep, Deep Feeling was the one he chose from McCartney 3. And I totally agree with him on that.
It's my favorite track from the album. Sorry, Ollie, but it is.
It is. It is. And I did not like that song initially. I remember like 8.5 minutes of this. And about a year ago, it clicked. And I said, wow, that is a vocal tour de force. The MVP and I were just listening to it before we went live now. Just listening to it. I mean, it's really just a majestic vocal exercise in Paul's range, from the lows to the highs and stretching it. And that's what he can do the studio for. What do you feel? Do you think if Paul could use some AI for his voice on a studio album, would you like that?
Oh, I'm sure he's used it plenty of times already because, I don't know about AI, but, if we're talking about, pitch correction or auto-tune.
Yeah, like that.
Which is a form of AI. And that has been standard practice in making records for at least 15 years. Even young bands use it, especially young bands, because when they are using up studio time, it saves them having to do take after take after take, because they can tune the vocals. If there's been a mistake, they can correct it. And, it's been standard practice. Everyone uses it.
They do.
Live is a different matter. I don't even know how it would work live, because
I think, and this is only a hunch, I think that there is some kind of, I think that they must use something maybe for live performances to, I'm not going to say enhance his voice, but I think when you've got the band and you're in an arena, there's something different about hearing his voice. And I'm not suggesting that they use anything, but it definitely does sound, the blend of the band backing him definitely helps with his voice. And again, as we've talked about ad nauseum, who really cares what his voice sounds like,
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely an improvement in his voice to in the shows that we saw in the UK in December to how it was at the start of the Got Back tour, the first leg that was in the US. His voice had improved, and maybe that is a natural thing, or but unlikely. Or maybe there was some jiggery pokery going on. I don't know.
Perhaps. Ooh. Oh man, good one.
Yeah.
Let's catch
nice.
up. Yeah.
Nice.
See, so James Boyce likes it. Yeah, Deep Down, I'm with you. That one, but Tony likes Deep Down.
Yeah, it's all right. I wouldn't call it the turd in the field. That the turd for me is the Kiss of Venus.
Oh, that's the one you don't like, right?
No.
Yeah. Joan, who saw the gigs in Australia and the European ones and the US ones, would know his vocals on the European were better than the US. Okay, because that was the beginning of the tour, really. Let's see. Deep Down is a McCartney 2 throwback. He loves it. Matt says it's that kind of dark piano break in the song that really sends it. Yeah, agree. Totally agree, buddy. Jimmy likes New and Egypt Station much more, but I haven't listened to it. Yeah, give it some time. I remember we listened to it, got excited about it, and then I didn't really revisit it probably 2 years ago. because it comes out, you get all the hype, and then you're over it, and then you're doing stuff. And Paul's albums have that effect on you, though. You may not like it to start, but if you invest in it and you go back to it, it pays off. And that's I think that's what McCartney 3 is for sure. Yeah, I like the harpsichord use on it. That has that kind of 60s throwback to it. Joe says Deep Deep Feeling is a great follow-up to the track House of Wax. I like that. Susan says, I think Paul will be putting out his next album in multiple versions, either colored vinyl or extra song variants. He's been doing it for years and got to #1 that way.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely with extra songs, because he's been doing that since Chaos through to Egypt Station, puts out the album, and then a few months later we get an expanded edition with a few additional tracks. I don't mind that.
No, I did like the way that they did this, where you got the 4 tracks and a live cut on the Japanese one.
Yeah, I mean, that one too. But it was just Japan, wasn't it? I think that
was it.
No one else got that.
Yeah. Did you? How many copies do you have on? How many actually copies do you have of McCartney 3, Tony?
So I've got two blacks and the yellow and black splatter. And the 3x3, which I think you call the Simon, that one.
The Simon, the Simon
one. That one, and then I've got the normal CD that I bought when it first came out, and the Japanese SHM CD.
The normal CD.
That's enough.
That's enough for you. Is this the normal CD? I don't even know. Or
no, it had the black dice on it.
It did, the normal C. Okay. Yeah.
Well, here it did anyway.
Yeah. And
isn't the green one the Target? Yeah, like that. The green is the green one the Target.
I think this is the Target CD. Yeah.
So we don't have Target here, so we wouldn't have got that.
Right, but you do have the HMV, which was the blue vinyl, which in America here was the equivalent was a Barnes and Nobles. Yeah, that's the Target CD. And the cassette, which I know my friend down under Boyan probably has too. And it plays at a little bit of a slower speed, though, which I don't really mind. It's interesting. But let's see. James says, be a top 10 Paul if we could take out the crap and the bonus ones, which we did. Jones got a bunch of those Target CDs if you want one, Tony. I actually don't even.
I don't need any more, do I?
No, I don't even own a proper version on CD of the black. I have the Japanese, the Target, and this red one, which I don't even know where this was. Who was selling this one? I don't even remember now.
I don't know.
You lose track.
But thank you, John. Thank you.
Yeah. David says, remember Egypt Station was sent out to the fans that purchased the 2017 tour? Yes. That's right. They got it first. Good one there, David. You got that. If you went to the tour and you bought tickets, you got a copy of the album first. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Perhaps. Yeah. Just a little bit slow, but I don't mind that. Yeah, and that's why I think he won't go as crazy this time, because as Joe says, I think that was just something to do and make Paul money during the lockdown, right? Let's just do that, and let's put out 15 variants on vinyl. Yeah, and I did too. That's when that half off on You Discover. A lot of us got a few things when they had that sale, and I got one of those too, even on CD as well. So let's see. That's what we were talking. Different color CDs. I don't know. Sorry, but my allergies are killing me today a little bit. We think it's the new album, Graham. Thanks for being here today. All right. I think we're ready for some trivia. You ready, Tone?
Yeah. Pen and paper at the ready.
Okay. Angie, did anyone find out how many McCartney 3s came with a signed insert? I don't know. Some of them did have an insert too, which is like, I know the Target has an insert too. And some of them have the photos are arranged. When you open up the gatefold, there's a different layout too for a lot of them. Owen Ling is here for trivia. Now, I've still pulled the questions from the Beatles Trivia Pursuit, but there's only 20 today. and it's going to go solo and then Beatles, solo and Beatles. And we're going to flash it up on the screen, and my friend across the water will keep track. Okay, so I've already entered the questions into the stream, so I could just display them now and do it that way. So let me go down to here, and here's how we can do it. Fantastic. Are we ready? Now, Tony, I can't see the comments now, so because I'm in another tab. So if if there's something I need to highlight, can you just let me know? Or if there's if there's a super friend of the show that needs to take a break, let me know, and we'll bounce them out.
Okay.
I'll try to open up maybe another tab and do it that way. All right, question number 1. Here we go. On the Ringo album cover from 1973, what is George holding? Here we go. What is George holding? If I could bring it up on the other stream here. Let's see.
Ian Derbyshire's here.
Hello, Ian.
You want to say hello? Yeah. And
yep. Hello, Ian. Oh, I can see. I can go back to the comments here now. Yep. How you doing, bud? On the 1973 Ringo self-titled album, what is George holding? Okay. No. That was funny, wasn't it? No. No. No.
I'm still laughing at David's comment on that, which I think you might have missed. I think you might, and I kind of want to expand on it. I think when that Heather Mills thing came up, he put One Legger, and I would like to expand that to say that she's forming a rival podcast called One Leg.
Oh boy. Oh boy. No, we got a rake. No. Okay. Joan, we've got it. I'm going to give it to you. The answer is a balloon, but it's a balloon with the ohm symbol, with the OM symbol.
Yeah.
That's what he's holding up. So Joan's got it. Susan doesn't know. Wow. Oh, now they all come in now.
They're all coming in.
I
think we should take first correct answer.
I think we're going to do that today, gang. I think we're going to do first correct answer today because it's so hard to see. I mean, right? I don't know. MVP, can I get another cup, please? Yeah. Thank you. What say you? Should we be democratic about it and just give everybody a point, or should we just be tough and say, you know what? No, first person. Either way. Thank you.
First correct answer is my vote.
Hi, Heidi.
Hey, Tony said hi to you.
Hi, Tone.
Lovely to see you.
Later, by the way.
What'd you say?
She's doing what?
For him later.
We're going to solidify some plans for later in the year.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, so first answer. Okay, we're getting first answer. Lynn says first answer. James first answer. Jeff says it, and Owen says it. That's it. So Joan, you get it.
Yeah.
Right on, girl. Okay. Next question. Okay, Beatles now. What 3 songs on Beatles 6 were previously issued as Capitol singles? I need all the songs in the answer. Susan says first. Okay. Beatletti, sorry. The majority has spoken. We're going to go with the first right answer is the one who gets is the point. Okay. What 3 songs on Beatles 6, which came out in June of 1965, were previously issued as Capitol singles? Sorry, this is a Yank-focused question. So for my friends across the water going, those fucking Yanks are asking another American question. I promise there won't be too many of those. 3 songs were issued as singles earlier that year. On Beatles 6, what were they? See, I knew it. Yeah, but you're over here now. You're over here now. Even Ian's going, what's Beatles 6? Sorry. I can't
Nick
grab it right
such a
now.
reprobate.
No, Jeff. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Yes, Jeff is right. 8 days a week? Yes, it is. And I don't want to spoil the party. Jeff, you get
Point.
a point.
Point for Jeff.
And you were the first to get it right. So that's how we're going to do it. I'm sorry, folks. Curse me for saying that. I've gotten so good about not doing that. All right. Okay. Moving on. Might get through it pretty quickly this way then. Okay. Back to the solos. What two songs on Plastic Ono Band by John Lennon contains words considered vulgar by Capitol Records? And they blocked them out. What two songs on Plastic Ono Band contained vulgar words deemed by Capitol Records? Do you know, Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye on the comment.
No.
No.
Nope.
No, Susan.
I need two in the answer. I need two in your comment.
No, Secret Agent Paul. Secret Agent Paul.
It's a bit, you have to think on this for a minute, because I would have said the same thing as you, probably Susan first too. It's not. Think about it. And I think if you looked at the sleeve note,
yeah,
Mazzy got it.
Mazzy's got it.
Hello, Mazzy. Peace and love. Oh, you got it. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome, dear.
Thank you.
Point for Mazzy then.
Mazzy, you're on the board on the Sunday live show trivia. We do this every week just for shits and giggles.
That means you got to stay now.
Yeah, I found out. Good job. You would think God, though, right? But it's not God. And remember, good guesses, all good guesses, but they deemed it vulgar. Amazing what was vulgar in 1970 would pass as, regular vernacular now in 2025. Exactly. I found out because there's a bad word in there. Exactly. Mazzy on the board. Okay. Back to the Beatles. Okay. In which song did the Beatles blow through combs covered with toilet paper for a kazoo-like sound effect on one of their songs? I was minus 11 in 1970. Do you know this, Tony?
I'm thinking.
In what song did the Beatles blow through combs covered with toilet paper for a kazoo-like sound effect?
I know.
Mazzy, 2 points for Mazzy. Lovely Rita is the correct answer. Whoa. And Mazzy's ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, it is Lovely Rita. You know the part it is. That part. That's the part. Good job, Mazzy. We get him through quicker this time when we just take one answer, Tony, isn't it?
It's less writing down as well.
That's right. Okay. What did he say? Because I'm the old dude. Don't let anybody ever tell you you're old. And you keep rocking those hats. They're fab. Next question. Okay. Now let's see now. Lynn, this is an easy question. I swear this is an easy question. If you like Paul and you like Wings, you should get this one. Okay. So I'm giving you a hint where I'm going with this. What song, originally recorded by Mickey and Sylvia, is on the first Wings album in a reggae arrangement? Come on now. Come on now. Oh, boy.
He's there again.
Oh, boy. And he's the first one in. Oh, everybody's getting it now. You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. No, don't quit yet. If you win, you're going to get access to our Discord, and you can join us there where we just geek out 24/7.
You can come and talk bollocks with us as well.
You could, off air as it is, and just keep doing what we do on air, off air. Love is Strange is the correct answer. Mazzy's typing is quicker. Well, then get on a computer and do it. Ian's favorite song on the album. The single that never was, too, was rejected. It was supposed to come out as a single, and it did not. So, very good. Was it 3? He's the only one who's got 3, right? Who's got points?
Mazzy's got 3, Jeff's got 1, Jones got 1.
On and on we go. Next up, back to the Beatles. Okay. What instrumental on the 1969 Yellow Submarine LP is credited to Lennon and McCartney, which would be side 2 of the soundtrack? What song? What song on side 2 is credited to Lennon and McCartney? Mazzy, you're close, but no cigar, my friend. The correct title is Yellow Submarine in Pepperland. I don't know if that's what you meant, but that is the correct answer. Yellow Submarine in Pepperland is credited to Lennon and McCartney. Very good. Okay, so now Matt's on the board. Okay. It's not fair if you're not fast enough. Well, that's the point of the game, Ed. That's the point of the game. I'm not Alex Trebek here.
If you were on a quiz show or something, it'd be, fingers on the buzzers and that sort of thing. So it's always who can get it.
Same thing.
First.
It's the same thing. That's right, Mazzy. Get fast. Here we go. Next question. No one ever said life is fair. Right. Here we go. What member of the Bee Gees arranged the song Bye Bye Blackbird for Ringo's first solo album, Sentimental Journey? That's an easy one. You know that one, Tony?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. He's got one arm. Brad gets it. Brad is the first one. Brad's on the board. Maurice Gibb arranged Bye Bye Blackbird from Sentimental Journey.
Did Brad get it? I'm
sorry. Wait a minute.
Right up there.
I'm sorry. There it is. Brad. Yeah, Brad got it.
Out. Right. Okay.
Brad got it first. Maurice Gibb. Tom Brennan, thank you for the email and the share. I got that this morning. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. And the tips on the live stream. We're not to play stuff from Rock Show, otherwise we get, shut down. Exactly.
Well,
All
four if you count Andy.
4 if you count Andy Gibb. That's right.
I'm not sure if he was around was he around in 1970? I don't know.
He wasn't making music then, that's for sure. No.
I can't remember how old he was. But.
Okay. This one you got to do a little thinking on. Now you know it, but this question requires 4 correct answers. This is a 4-parter, okay?
Oh.
It's a Beatles question. It's about a song, okay? I'm channeling Tom Frangione here at Beatlefest. Okay, here we go. What you'll see in August, Tony. Here we go. What 4 European cities do John and Yoko travel to in the Ballad of John and Yoko? Come on now. What 4 cities do John and Yoko travel to in the Ballad of John and Yoko? I need all 4 cities in your answer, please. I bet you it's going to be Mazzy. Watch. Ralph. That is wrong.
If I've got the answer here, I think one of them is a bit cheeky.
Wait a minute. No, they're coming in hot and heavy now. Hold on.
I'm trying to follow.
Okay. Looks like the first right answer that I see. Okay. Mazzy. No, I think you're right, but it's not what's on the card here. Okay. What's on the card is what now cities. Now, Joe, you said Spain. Okay. Yeah. We're looking for cities, and the cities are Paris, Vienna, London, and Amsterdam. Gibraltar is not a city, right?
No,
right.
It's a country.
Right. We want cities, right? So I believe the first one to get it right was, I believe, Joan. Unless
no Southampton.
No. I'm looking at the card. The card says Paris, Amsterdam, Vienna, and London. Okay. Now, that could be, you could take the, you could take the, you could take it either way, but we're going to go by, I mean, do you want to include Southampton or not? I mean,
It's up to you. It's your quiz. Go by the card.
Moops. That's a Seinfeld reference. Yeah. Brad got it. Where's Brad? I didn't see. Oh, Brad Purnell. It's not Gibraltar though. Not Holland. It is a lot to type, but I'm gonna go with what the card says. And what the card says is Paris, Amsterdam, Vienna, and London. Okay. If you don't like it, contact Parker Brothers and say that question's wrong, and take the game out of circulation. Okay. Hello, Jack. Jack, I saw on Facebook you had a birthday recently. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday.
I saw that earlier today. Hope you had a fun one. And this is fun, yes. Sorry about that. Go with the Mazzy says go with the card. And so we will. That goes to Joan Borelli. Does she now have 3 or 2?
She's got 2 now. 2,
okay.
Joan.
Okay. You've got something. Southampton is a port city. Maybe that's why they didn't count it. Okay. Next question.
Still a city, though.
Okay. Here we go. Solo. Back to the solo careers. Okay. What 2 singles by what 2 former Beatles topped the charts back to back in 1973? London was in there, Nick. What 2 singles by 2 former Beatles topped the charts back to back in 1973? Wrong, Mazzy. Good guess though.
Got to get the singles.
I need the Beatles and I need the songs. You know what? This is fine. This is good enough. You got the songs. It's fine. Ralph gets this one. We're going to give this to Ralph Acton. Yeah. Ralph got it. My Love and Give Me Love. Yeah. It's My Love and Give Me Love. Yep. No. Good guess. Good guess, though, Joan. No. Joan, how'd you not get My Love? Surprised at that one. Nope. Back to back, because, as you know, Red Rose Speedway, they both came out around the same time. Material World and that. Nick is saying, is London in the lyrics of the song? Yeah. London is mentioned in the song. No, never. It certainly was in America. These were number ones in America, I might say. Because as we know, Paul did not really do too well. He didn't get a lot of number ones in the UK till much later on. Yeah, certainly was.
I think you have to bear that in mind that the game is American. So when they talk about chart positions, they're always going to be.
They're going to reflect unless it's they're going to. It's sorry, it's going to say that. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Okay, so that was Ralph's first point. Yeah. Tony.
Ralph Acton. Yeah.
He's got one. Okay. Okay. Back to the Beatles and vinyl. This is more of a collecting question. Try to get you guys prepared for where we're going with the question. It's more of a collecting question. Okay, and that's everybody on here. Okay. What Beatles album was pressed on blue vinyl by Capitol Records in 1978? What Beatles album was pressed on blue vinyl by Capitol in 1978? Tom Brennan, you are correct. Tom Brennan is on the board with a point. The correct answer is the Beatles' 1967 and 1970, also known as the Blue Album, hence being on blue.
Yeah.
Which was done. They did that for the red as well, too. Not Mazzy got it, but he was a little slow. And our friend Ian got it as well. Mike Wall Jasper got it. Not Pepper. That came out in 78 as a picture disc, though, which is pretty nice. Yeah, that one, you're looking into it saying, oh, of course, it's the Blue Album. Right, exactly. Yes, Susan. But Tom Brennan was first to the punch. So, Tom Brennan, you're on the board. So, I got to see how many more questions we've got left here now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're halfway through. We are halfway through a chance here for you guys to win. Tony, do you want to say something?
No.
All right. Okay. This is an easy question. He always says it's an easy question because it is. Okay. And this is one that's UK based as well. So I expect our friends across the water to be jumping here at this one.
The two Jameses.
The two Jameses should definitely get this one. Even Nick Syred, even though he's here. Okay. This is definitely this is more of a British-based question. What date does John sing at the end of the song Remember, and what does it represent? Come on now.
Come on, boys.
Come on. Give one for the home team. Oh, Britannia, Britannia, na, na, na. What does it represent?
But what does it mean, Mike?
What does it mean?
What's the significant? Yeah, Mazzy's got it.
Mazzy's got it. Leave it to a Yank. I need not the date and what it represents.
Yeah.
Now, he didn't spell it right, but we're going to give him credit anyway.
Yeah.
Guy Fawkes Day.
We can allow that because I don't expect Mazzy is typing his own answers. He's got staff for that sort of thing.
Him? I'm sure he's got everybody. Just deal with these two peons here on YouTube. I can't be bothered with this stuff. I just want to just type my answers for me. I've got records to collect. The 5th of November, which is Guy Fawkes Day. Tony, I know what it is. Tell everybody what the 5th of November, what it means for everybody in England.
Well, this is the day that we celebrate, I suppose, the attempted blowing up of Parliament in the 15th century, 16th something. I can't remember the exact date. But yeah, we have bonfires and little fireworks. So it's mainly a kids thing, but not many people have private displays these days. But there's a lot of always public displays. So that's what we do.
And you still have bonfires on the 5th of November of every year.
Yeah. People that want to celebrate it do. Usually people that have got kids and stuff. But there's a big backlash against it now because pets don't. Are really frightened.
Yeah,
fireworks, dogs and cats are terrified by all the noise and the bangs and all that sort of thing. So there's a big sort of kickback from people having private parties, but in parks and stuff like that, they normally have public displays where you pay a tenner to go in or whatever, and they're usually quite spectacular.
I bet it's a bit like our 4th of July here in America with the fireworks and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a bit like that. But I do remember our little dog. He couldn't stand that time of the year because it's tough for animals. It really is.
Yeah.
I remember we used to have to sedate the poor guy when it was the 4th of July and give him something to calm him down because he would be so scared by the fireworks and stuff.
Yeah.
So I bet that's what happens on the 5th of November. Actually, I remember being a part of a bonfire once when we were in Liverpool, which was kind of cool when we went to it, but something cool to experience. Exactly. Protect our pets.
Where was that? Was that in Stanley Park or somewhere like that?
Sefton.
Oh, Sefton Park.
Sefton. Yeah. It was in Sefton. We went to it in Sefton Park, which was nice. Yeah. Just in the Egberth section, which was cool. Even I was amazed, but it was one of those songs that always sticks to me. It was always like one of the highlights of Plastic Ono Band for me. Is that track for sure. James Laura says, remember the 5th of gunpowder, treason, and plot. I know of a reason why the gun should never be forgot. Okay. Good one. So Mazzy got it. He's got 4 now. Oof. He's got 4 now. He is in the lead here with 9 questions to go. Back to Beatles and more of a collecting type question. Oh, it's about songs, but it is about a song, but it is more of a collecting question. Here we go. And trivia. What song was recorded during Rubber Soul sessions, but remained unreleased until the anthology? What song was recorded during the Rubber Soul sessions, but remained unreleased until Beatles Anthology? Specifically, the Beatles Anthology Volume 2.
Mm.
You know it, Tony.
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was better that it was left off. Tom Brennan.
Tom's got it.
You got it. You got it.
Nice one, Tom.
Tom's got 2.
So catching up on the scores, Mazzy's got 4. Joan and Tom have got 2, and everyone else who's scored a point has got 1. That's Jeff, Matt Bazell, Brad Parnell, and Ralph Acton.
Okay. Good guesses. Come and Get It was later. But yeah, Mark, that was the right answer, but a little bit late. Panina. Don't know what that means. Good guess, though. That's a good guess. Similar period. Yeah. Nick says, I'm amazed how good people's knowledge on here. It's amazing. Well, yeah, we're an educated lot. Oh. Oh, Penia. Yes, of course. That was done later on. That was, I think, around White Album time, right? I think that was done. That's never been released either. I've heard it, though. You're right. Forgot about Penia. It's been a minute since I've heard that song because he spelled it that's the right way, Mazzy. Thank you. But I knew what you meant. Okay. Here we go. Back to solo. And we're going back to Wings. Okay. So this is a Paul Wings related question. Okay. Who plays piano on the Wings track Rock Show?
Oh, yeah, we know this.
Who plays piano on the Wings song Rock Show? Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Matt's got it.
Matt's got it. Matthew's got it. The correct answer is Alan Toussaint. Or Toussaint, depending on where you come from. Leon Russell. He was not a part of those sessions, but good guess. Alan Toussaint is the correct answer. Nope. Okay. See if it gives Sandmills has the right answer here before we move on. I was betting you were going to get that one, Joan, because it was Wings. It was Wings related. I did. Okay. Next question. Beatles related. Going back to the White Album now. Okay. This is a song related question. Okay. Here we go. Who plays the harpsichord on the track Piggies on the White Album? Good. This is a good tough one. This is a tough question. And I didn't know it either. But it makes sense once you figure out what the right answer is. Tom Brennan. I know that's what you meant, and we're going to give you credit.
Chris Thomas. You meant Chris Thomas. That is the correct answer. Tom Brennan, right on Mazzy's tail now, I think with 3 now, right? 3, yeah, he's one behind Mazzy.
Ooh, we could have a new member of the Discord community now.
How many questions to go?
We've got, how many more left? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 questions left.
Okay. Plenty of time then.
All right. Secret Agent Paul is asking for a half a point. Give him one.
For Chris Thompson.
Yeah. Well, you want a half a point? You know, we're fair here. We'll give you a half a point. Sure. Harpo Matt. What? I think he's winding us up with that one. Good guess, Mazzy. But no, it was Chris Thomas who took over for George Martin because he went on holiday because he had enough of the bickering. And Chris Thomas oversaw the rest of that album. Okay. Next question. Okay. This is back to the solo. This is a John-focused question. Okay. What song was written by John in support of an underground British magazine? What song was written by John in support of an underground British magazine? And it was later released on the John Lennon Anthology in 1998. Wrong.
No, it's not right, that.
No. Susan got it. And there's our old tried and true. So this is a trick. This could be trick because there's Do the Oz and there's God Save Oz. The correct answer is God Save Oz, and that's Susan Gagne. And
she's on the board.
Was that her first point?
It was, yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Unusual for Susan.
Well, she's she's taking a break from her throne. God Save Us, which that John should have just done that song himself. I always thought. This is around that Power to the People time, Red Mole and Tariq Ali and all that stuff. This is when John was really starting to get into the politics before he left England. When you think about it, it was one of the last things he did before coming to America at the time.
Yeah.
Right around Imagine, summer of '71. Okay, moving on. Okay, back to the White Album. Beatles question. The chords for Long, Long, Long were taken from what Bob Dylan song? First point, I had a delay. Okay, you had a delay. The chords for Long, Long, Long were taken from what Bob Dylan song? No, I need to know the name of the Bob Dylan song where the chords were taken from. And it makes sense once you hear it. Bingo! She got it. Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands. Beetle Eddie says, if you win twice, don't you get the same prize 2 times? Well, if you win again, there is no other prize until we can come up with some other prize, maybe a book or something. But yeah, Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands from Dylan's 1966 Blonde on Blonde, the album closer. Did you know that, Tony?
I didn't know. I didn't.
Yeah. It makes sense when you hear it. You know, I don't know do you know that Dylan song or no?
I do, yeah, off Blonde on Blonde, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Lynn says that she's steadily improving from the third of a point from the first week to a high of 2.5, now heading downwards. We're just going to give her an invite just because she's a good sport. One of these Sundays, because she's a trooper for playing anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. All right, and I'm going to bet that our friend Tom Brennan is going to have the inside track on this question. Why? Because it's a song about Badfinger, and he is the Badfinger czar here in the podcast world. Okay, watch, he won't get it first now. Here we go. What 2 Badfinger songs feature Paul playing piano? What 2 Badfinger songs feature Paul playing piano? One's obvious, one is not so obvious. Anybody can play, Matt. Yes.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Anybody can play. No. 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 I need 2. Brad got it. Brad got it first. You got to put... Oh, wait, no. Wait. Mazzy got it. I missed that. It came in late at 13:22. Mazzy. The correct answer is Come and Get It and Rock of Ages. Missed it now. There it is. Come and Get It and Rock of Ages is the correct answer. Tom Brennan, I am surprised you didn't get that one. Yeah, Susan's on a little bit of a delay now. Can't do anything about that. I'm sorry, gang. Yeah. It's the correct answer, according to the card, is Come and Get It and Rock of All Ages. Now, is that information not correct, Tom Brennan? Because see, some people are a little behind now. Something must have slowed him down. Yeah. I mean, Tom, you had to know that, right? Interesting. Well, the card says, I'm going to hold it up right here, okay? If you can read it. Okay, hold on. What two Badfinger songs feature Paul McCartney on piano? Flip it over, and it says Come and Get It and Rock of All Ages. So, yeah. I'm making typos so fast trying to beat Mazzy. So we've got to go by what the card says, unfortunately. But in the future, we'll know. All right. What's the with 3 songs listen to me. With 3 questions left, what's the tally at, Tony?
Okay, so we've got Mazzy on 5, Tom Brennan on 3, Matt Bazell on 2, Susan Gagney on 2, and Joan on 2, and everyone else on 1.
So those of you that have 2, if you get the next 3 right, you've got a chance to catch Mazzy. Ralph says he checked Wikipedia and says they both play piano. Well, Ralph and Tom Brennan, you sort that out while we go ahead. Joe Mantaneo, you have a great Sunday, my friend. Always nice to see you
Cheers,
on
Dad.
here on the Sunday show. Thank you. Lynn says, since she's already a Discord member, I only keep playing to prove how bad I am. Oh, come on now. We love you. We love you, Lynn. Thank you. Okay, back to Beatles. Beatles trivia. This is about, we're going to go to, let's see. Okay, this is a revolver. This is a revolver era question, as I say it the right way. What was going to be the title for Revolver before the Beatles learned it had already been taken and used by somebody else? What was it going to be called? Nick says Paul plays piano on the Beatles version, but not on the Badfinger version, but he does play tambourine on the Badfinger version. Okay. Mazzy's got it. Ooh, Lynn actually heard it, but she couldn't remember. Beatles on Safari, Ian said. I think that was up there. That was a working title too.
It was one of them.
It was one of them. It was one of them. But Abracadabra is the correct answer. I think Mazzy's locked it in now.
He has.
He's locked it in now. There's no chance of anybody catching him with only 2 questions left. Okay. Hold on. Just going to bring up my screen here for the last question. Okay. This question does not come from Trivial Pursuit. I pulled this one from the Paul McCartney Project, and it is a Wings touring question. So get your thinking caps on for this one. Okay. Where and when was the final concert held for the Wings Over the World tour? Where was the final concert? Where and when? So I need the date and the venue. In one answer, please. Tony, I think you probably know this.
I think I know the venue. I'm not sure about the date.
I need the date and the venue of the final Wings Over the World tour. Wrong, Mazzy. Good guess, though. That was the end of the American tour, the American leg of the tour. Just a little hint. No. Nope.
No.
No. Nope.
No. Oh.
Looks like I don't see the date here, but Jones got it. It's the first one.
It's as close as you're going to get.
It's well.
I think that to name the actual date is a big ask. I think.
Brad got
Yeah.
it. So you know what we're going to do here? We're going to make an exception here because Joan threw it in first, but Brad got the right actual date. So it's the 21st of October, 1976, at the Empire Pool in London. That was the final gig. So let's give Joan and Brad a point each for this one. We're going to make an exception here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch the typos. Everybody's so fast. Pull the trigger. Okay. Last question. And it's a US based Beatles collecting question. So sorry, my friends across the pond. That's okay. No, we gave you the point anyway. Here we go. What 2 US Beatles albums have neither the group's name nor the album title on the cover? What 2 US Beatles albums have neither the group's name nor the title on the cover? Nope. Oh, the White Album says the Beatles on it. No, I'm not seeing any correct answer yet.
Rubber Soul's got the title on it, Matthew.
It does. Hello, Mother. My mom's joined quite late.
Hi, Mrs. Nichols.
Nope. I don't see one correct answer yet. Tim Elliott. The correct answer is Abbey Road, which of course you knew because there's no words on it.
Yeah.
And the U.S. only issued Hey Jude. And that is the correct answer. So, Tim, you're on the board very at the end of the trivia. Oh, you're at church. No, you were at church? Wow. Give me more on that later. Yes. Abbey Road and Hey Jude. And that's in America because Hey Jude, also known as the Beatles again, here in America, did not have their title on it. Rubber Soul, of course, has the name, the Beatles on it. And in America, you've got, the little top strip. So it's got their name on it and stuff. So it's a little bit different. The albums were made a little bit different here. Sorry about that, Nick. Something new in A Hard Day's Night. Good guesses. Also good guesses. Rubber Soul's got the title on it. Yeah. So, Abracadabra, Steve Miller. Yeah, not the same song. Yeah, same title, of course. So that's done it. That's done it. So Mazzy wins, doesn't he?
He does. He's with 6 points. 6 points. Runner up is Joan with 3 and Tom with 3.
Wow. So Mazzy, you have won trivia for my live show here this Sunday on the 22nd of June. Mazzy, I'll send you an email. And if you're familiar with Discord, are you? You can join our Discord server and chat with us there if you like. That's our winner. That's our winner this week. So, Mazzy, just do me a favor. Can you shoot me an email?
Just buy me a cocktail in Chicago.
Are you coming? Shoot me an email, okay, Mazzy, at either my personal email or the Two Legs email, and then I'll send you the link, okay? Or a messenger or wherever you are. You can I'll take care of it then. Yeah. But if you're coming to Chicago, that's cool. Yeah. No, it was good. What did everybody think of the form? Was it easier this way, having the questions already kind of preloaded and ready to go instead of, did you like that way better? Or do you miss
it was
the
better
wheel?
without the spinning thing, because it obviously takes up more time, but obviously takes you time to type out the questions.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Congrats, Mazzy.
Well done, Mazzy.
He liked I think this format worked better, right? You alternate between a Beatles question and that. So, thanks MVP. Kazoo or similar on Lady Madonna. Oh, you're talking about the dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I could see why you might think so. Thank you, Matt. Eddie says you should know the answers are coming up before the question. I don't know how that is. I don't know what that means, Ed.
You should know what the answers are coming up.
I'm not sure what that means. Hello, Dad. Happy Sunday.
Hi.
Is it Bloody Mary time yet? And what's on the menu today for Sunday here? I know it's June now. It's a little hot. It's a little hot for a little Sunday sauce, though, right? What's on the menu down there at the Nichols compound? The collecting questions, they were good. And I'll tell you what, to make it fair, I know Tom Brennan got burned by the Badfinger one. I'll try to pull trivia questions from other sources too. I won't just use the Trivial Pursuit, which is American based. For next week, or if I go live next week, which I think I will, we'll do it. I'll pull it from other questions, not because if we keep using these, we're going to run out of these. So I will pull. I'll pull sources from questions from other sources for next week. But I'm really I mean, listen, I'm glad everybody played, but I'm really happy that Mazzy won because I've been a follower of his for quite some time, and it would be an honor to kind of connect with him on Discord and chat about all things Beatles and Paul on our Discord community, where we do it. A barbecue. I knew it was going to be too hot for sauce. Burgers, dogs, the whole nine, right? Damn, we'll be right down, right?
Sounds good. What time do you want me?
Yeah, a barbecue at your house, or are you going out for one? Lynn says, Susan, maybe I could have got a quarter of a point if I'd put 76 for that last concert question. It's way too hot for Maine. Where's the snow? I'm with you. There you go.
Mm.
There you go. That's right, baby. That time of year. That time of year for that stuff. Very good. Yeah, we're on our way. We'll be there. We'll be there in an hour. At the house. Very good. Well, that'll wrap it for trivia, and I think we can close the Sunday live show. So, Tony, thank you for being here and being my Vanna White, as she's known here in America. She's our
Anthea Redfern, as she's known here in the UK. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Exactly. No, exactly.
Thanks, Andy. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. No, thanks everybody for being here. It was a fun chat. I think this format for trivia was really fun, and I swear I'll make it a little bit easier. I promise we'll have more questions, and I hope you like them. That's okay, Nick. That's all right. You can only jump in now and then, and that's okay, buddy. Thank you, influencer and person who causes me to spend more money on vinyl of McCartney 3. But listen, you've got to get them all, don't you? As Tony says, you're mad. Vanna is at least 60 years older than Tony. No problem. Oh, the trivia is fun. Thanks, Mike Wall-Jasper. And thanks, everybody, for being here. Mom and Dad, I'm sorry you guys hopped on late, but, maybe next Sunday, a little earlier if you like. So stay tuned for an episode of Two Legs, dropping probably next Saturday. And look out for Hands Across the Water, dropping this week as well. So thanks, everybody, for being here. The Sunday Fam, as usual. It was a fantastic show with a lot of energy and collecting. And Tony, thanks for being here and helping me out.
Thanks for having me on. And see you soon, everyone.
See you soon. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the barbecue. Enjoy the time with your family. And as always, enjoy the music. Peace and love to everybody. And stay well. Talk to you soon. Take care.
Bye-bye.